Number 19, at the small forward position, at 6'6" number 9, at the point guard position, standing 6'2", number 5, at 6'8" forward, number 4, Scott. Starting at the other corner, standing 6'8", number 3, Brandon Ingram.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. This is Brian Anderson. Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5. And for Toronto, Barrett is the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Brandon Ingram out there with Emmanuel Quickly, and it's Hurdle in at the 5 down low. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Here's Castle.
Hey, right here.
Wembanyama, screen on Quickly. Here's Fox. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Such an unpredictable player. Fox enjoys toying with defenders and bullying them in pick and rolls.
Barnes against Barnes. And here's Ingram from the arc. Pure from three-point range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now Fox. Pass to Barnes. To the wing, right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Inside, knocks it loose. And stolen by Barrett. Quickly deciding where to go with it. First quarter, just over a minute played. Stolen by Wembanyama. Outside Barnes. And the shot falls short that time. Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter, I hear, too.
Good-looking guy.
Now here's Barrett. Driving to the basket, and he makes it on the layup.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
Outside Barnes. Back to Fox. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Here's Barnes. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. To the inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Now here's Ingram. Over Castle. The shot by Ingram, no good. The Spurs have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Fox against Quickly. Fox outside. And the layup is good off the glass. Fox has gotten his second bucket.
There's some contact there, but Fox just refuses to let that hold him back.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell is progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan, yes, 8 foot, Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Here's Barrett. That one goes in.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's Vassell. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Barrett. The Raptors have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
To the middle. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor.
Toronto foul. Scotty Barnes. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
And he drops the first. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
And so he hits both. All right, Stan, what's your take on this very youthful San Antonio Spurs roster?
Well, Brian, they've got the guy to build around. They're very exciting to watch. They've been gaining momentum. They're coming together as a unit, as a roster. And look, this team's got a chance to be very good together.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
It's now stands on the court is your hype squad. We know that you want a free t-shirt, so let's get loud.
Scotty Barnes checked in for Boucher. And San Antonio with a change here, too. Champagne's checked in. Here's Abaji. Barnes passes to Quickly. Back to Barnes. Quickly with the ball. Paul with a steal. Fires the three. San Antonio again can't hit. Toronto trailing. Let's send it out to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Darko Rajakovic. Allie?
And when I brought up Chris Paul, Coach marveled at his leadership, saying he's a heck of a player and a natural-born leader. Few players in the history of the game have been able to command an offense and a locker room the way that CP has throughout his career. Coach has nothing but respect for the future Hall of Famer. B.A.?
Allie, thank you.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's Paul. Down low. There's the steal. Here comes Toronto on the push. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the paint. Here's Sohan. San Antonio again can't hit.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
And here's Barnes. No points yet. From deep three-point land. And that's not gonna go. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Toronto out in front. They're up by 3. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
The life of an NBA head coach, Stan, is not easy. You've lived it. What's the toughest part of the job? And don't say dealing with the media.
Well, no, it's not. But, Brian, I think people would easily say it's the time spent away from home, and it's also the losing, quite honestly. But I think what my family had the hardest time with was how consumed I was as a coach during the season. So even when I was home, all I was doing was thinking about basketball.
And how many losses have you endured as a broadcaster, Coach?
0. Shooting 2. Undefeated, Brian, undefeated.
We've got Barnes, and it's Abaji in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And he makes a first. Castleton's checked in for Toronto. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Spurs trail by 5. Fox deciding where to go with it. Puts the move on. Wow, physical D, but Fox prevails.
Can't lose sight of Fox or allow him to feel comfortable looking to score this close.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
San Antonio with the ball. Toronto making their last shot to the inside. Johnson, the basket's good off the assist from Fox.
Such a reliable player under the hoop. Johnson, I mean, he wants those close-in shots.
Barnes passes to Abaji. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Agbaji's got his first points of the game.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Fox outside. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Pass to Barnes. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
That's been the story of their offense so far. getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out, regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you. Here's Barnes, following the bucket by the Spurs. Fires it. Rebounded by Champagny. Spurs trail by 5. Paul passes to Fox. Pass to Johnson. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Chris Paul. Toronto leading by 5. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
And this team is coming. Your champion, here tonight, your North Crew.
Some changes for Toronto. Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Boucher. And Ingram is subbed in for Lawson. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. Vassell comes in for Johnson. And so here is Toronto. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Shed. Here's Walter. Here's Shed. 6 to shoot. Poeltl with a screen on Fox. Three-pointer.
Come on.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama.
Raptors ball. Substitution for your Raptors. R.J. Barrett. Emmanuel Quickly.
Poeltl with a screen on Fox. Quickly outside. 5 on the clock. Over Fox. And again, Toronto no good.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Grant, compared to some of the flashier scores, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks. Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Barnes, it's good.
Ooh, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's Walter. Outside Barrett. Stop the drought. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Ingram's got 5 now.
Nice touch from the mid-range. Ingram looking confident, rising up and shooting from there.
The 3 from Barnes. Rebound, Toronto. Now here's Barrett. Over to the wing. Here's Walter. And here's Ingram outside. Hits the trifecta. And now it's a 6-point Raptor lead.
Look at how smooth Ingram's shot is. Hard off the pass, he puts up a silky jumper.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Chris Paul, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Paul. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Barnes finds Paul. Back to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Pass to Barrett. Now quickly. Inside. Here's Pirtle. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Paul. Wembanyama, screen on quickly. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
Defensive foul. Devin Vassell. First personal foul.
Toronto shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
At the line for 1, R.J. Barrett.
One shot. The free throw drops for Barrett.
And with Barrett, we know he can score the ball. Now he must focus on becoming a better passer and facilitator. You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Wembanyama scanning the floor. Here he goes. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal foul.
That's on Jakob Pirtle.
Team foul.
San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Wembanyama. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Wembanyama. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Toronto out in front. They're up by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Fans, direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot. So close. One more time. A round of applause for the participants.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, it's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
But what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that play.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox, and it's Wembanyama in at the center, locking down the middle. Second half getting started, about a minute played. Wembanyama screen on quickly. Fox the pass to Wembanyama, kicks it out to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Misses from close range. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Leading by 5. Pass to Pirtle. And here is Barrett. Quickly with the ball. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Barrett can't hit. Spurs trail by 5. Down low. Vassell against Barrett. Fox outside.
Fox gets the defender with the oldest trick in the book, using the pump fake to get a trip to the free throw line.
San Antonio shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
De'Aaron Fox, 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He's off on the first.
And looking at Fox, a microwave scorer and Tasmanian devil running up and down the floor. A fun player to watch.
And he's good on the second. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
This You see yourself on the screen and you show us your best move. Let's go. Bring those moves. No thanks. Give yourself a round of applause.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Outside Ingram. He takes it in. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw is good. Spurs trail by 5. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Pass to Fox. Beyond the arc. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds in the game. The three, Barrett. Vassell with the rebound. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Fox, the pass to Vassell. Wembanyama, screen on Barrett. Shot clock at 5. Vassell finds Wembanyama. Wow, that wiry strength of Wembanyama.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Coach, as you know, two-way wings like Devin Vassell are a hot commodity in the NBA these days.
Yeah, Brian, he's got good defensive instincts. He's got great length. And offensively, a pretty good three-point shooter. But his main weapon is that mid-range jump shot.
Toronto shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
Scotty Barnes. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Barnes. Some changes for Toronto. Abaji comes in for Barrett, and it's Walter in for Brandon Ingram. And San Antonio also making a switch. Sohan's checked in for Vassell. Both free throws good from Barnes. Spurs trail by 5. Sohan outside. Back to Fox. Nifty move. Rebound Toronto. Hurdle's got rebound number 7 tonight. Barnes in the post. Sohan covering. Barnes, it's good.
Well, it's hard to stop him once he's at the rim. That's a strong move.
Outside Barnes. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama hammers it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Pass to Walter. They set the screen. Hurdle with the ball. It's Barnes on the wing. Sohan covering. Hurdle, the pass to Quickly. Clock at 2. The 3. Abaji can't hit. Spurs trail by 5. Fox outside. Sohan outside. Fox with speed. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
And this is Fox at his best, slamming his foot on the gas pedal and scoring with confidence.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Attention fans, now on the court for our squad. Get loud and let them hear it. All right, fans, time to fire off the t-shirts. Who wants one?
The Spurs making a switch here. Here's Walter. Quickly up top. He's guarded by Paul. Walter can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 3. Paul passes to Sohan. Paul can't get it to go. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Inside. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Sohan, the pass to Wembanyama. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Wembanyama with the easy 2. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Paul against Quickly. And the shot goes. Quickly's got his second basket.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
To the inside. It's tipped. Here's Abaji. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Raptors leading by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Walter and it's Shed in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now Fox, back to Johnson. Out to Fox, shot clock at 3. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound Toronto.
We've seen him make that shot, but not all that often.
Well, that's the shot where if you make it, everything's fine. But if not, you're going to hear about it.
Here's Shed. Fires for 3. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
And that one misses. Massey, he's checked in for San Antonio. He hits the second from the line. Spurs trail by 6. Paul looking it over. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, and despite his relative lack of size, CP very crafty finishing inside.
Here's Shed. The rebound by the Spurs. And here's Fox. Pass to Paul. Now Johnson. Oh, swiped away. Here's Lawson, covered by Johnson. And they get it back. Here's Walter. Second chance shot. And yep, it's good. And the Raptors lead by 6.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
Well, and that shows how much confidence he has in his ability and the work that he's put into his game.
Pass to Sohan. They set the pick. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And I love the physical play from Sohan inside, mixing it up with the defense and drawing the foul.
Sohan at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That free throw misses.
Yeah, he's a fearless player. I mean, Sohan not afraid to give up his body to give his team a better chance.
Castle's checked in for Bassey. Good on the second one. Here's Quickly. Pass to Pirtle. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Spurs trail by 5. Johnson passes to Fox. 6 to shoot. The three. Ooh, Fox making him pay from deep.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And during the first few seasons of Emmanuel Quickley's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Greg.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward.
First one falls for him. Scotty Barnes is checked in for Toronto. And Quickley drops them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Fox against Quickley. Now here's Fox. He's guarded closely. No good on the triple. Raptors lead by 4. Left side Barnes. Over Vassell. And again, Toronto, no good. San Antonio's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Barrett with it. Fox picks him up. Fox against Barrett. Pass to Pirtle. Outside Barnes. Back to Pirtle. Now here's Barnes. Here's Ingram. 11 feet out, and he hits it. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Yeah, Ingram is having a great night so far, playing passionate offense and finding lots of quality looks.
Fox always attacking Fox.
Oh, Fox doesn't shy away from important possessions. He wants to be the man for this team.
Outside Barnes puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Raptors U-17.
Here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Fox against Quickley. Now here's Fox. Not a lot of room. Vassell against Barrett. Here's the 3. He buries it from 3. Vassell's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Ingram deciding where to go with it. 1:14 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Shot is off. He's 5 for 11 in this one. Spurs trail by 4. Pass to Fox. Here's Wembanyama. Money! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Goes back up. Yes!
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Here's Fox. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Emmanuel quickly.
It's so hard to guard Fox without fouling him, especially when he's being the aggressor.
Taking 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. So he can't get either to fall. And he commits the intentional foul.
Harrison Barnes. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for your Raptors, Brandon Ingram. Taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. 3-pointer, Fox. Oh, he nails it! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Someone who embraces big moments. De'Aaron Fox, huge points. Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
At the line for Toronto, Brandon Ingram. 2 shots.
We got this. We got this.
2 shots.
You got it out. You got it out.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
An uphill battle for them. Everything has to go perfectly.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Castle misses. And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. 4-point game.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
The line for 2, Brandon Ingram.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Castle for 3. San Antonio again can't hit, and they go to the intentional foul.
Harrison Barnes. That's his second personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Jakob Poeltl taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. So it's Toronto picking up the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And we present the player of the game, Scotty Barnes.